Hey, my beautiful people, thanks so much for tuning in to the Wealthy, Healthy, Happy Show. It's your host, ERGJ, Certified Financial Educator, and we are going through the 15 Laws of Invaluable Growth by John C. Maxwell. Now, we've gone through 2 laws already. The law of intentionality says you need to be intentional about where you want to go. Know where you want to go and be intentional about it. And then law number 2 was the law of awareness, being aware of yourself and being aware of the resources that are available to you, mentors, people that have already accomplished things in the area in which you have interest. And now we're talking about law number 3, which is the law of the mirror, the law of the mirror. And this is all about building your self-image, because the way in which you see yourself has a direct reflection on just how far you can actually go. If you want to go to a level 10, but you only see yourself as a level 5, then the level 5 is your ceiling. So we want to start to break the barriers of how we see ourselves, and we want to have a positive self-esteem. We want to have a positive self-image. And sometimes we just have to build that. Many of us don't even really realize whether we have a negative self-image or not. Many of us, we just go through life. We may not take the time to assess whether we have some negative or some limiting beliefs. I used to believe, for example, that the sky was the limit, but now I believe that there are no limits. See, my consciousness has grown because I realize that if I say that the sky is the limit, then I'm putting the limit on something that actually is limitless. So there are no limits. We can go as far, as high, as wide, as long as we want, but we really only go as far as we believe. So whatever it is that you believe about yourself, whatever it is that you see as far as your life and the progression that is going, when you broadcast that thing out and you look at yourself 10 years from now, what do you see? So today we're going to talk about some steps to building your self-image, some steps to building your self-image, because, again, you might be in a place where you think you got a self-image, but there may be some things that you got to, you might find out through this time that we go together. That's like, hey, I need to check this area. I need to check this area. So number one, the first step is you want to guard your self-talk. Guard your self-talk. Now, whether you know it or not, you have a running conversation with yourself all the time. The question is, what is the nature of your conversation? Do you encourage yourself? I know there's a song that said encourage yourself. Now, I should play it right now. It's a pretty powerful song. I'll play it when we get done. Do you encourage yourself, or do you criticize yourself? I mean, what do you say to yourself in those times when you're in the shower, in those times when you're in the car, in the times when you are steadily moving throughout your day? What are the conversations that you're having with yourself? Is it positive? Is it negative? If it's positive talk, then you help to create a positive self-image. If you're saying to yourself, like the little engine that I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. These are things that help you to build your self-image. But if you're saying things like, I don't know if I can, those are 2 totally different conversations that you're having with yourself, between I think I can or I don't know if I can. One is positive, one is a little negative. And so we want to be in a mode that we believe that is possible for me. You know what I'm going to say, Patrick? Believe that it's possible for me. Yeah, our passion comes from who we are, not what we sell. Absolutely. So, and when I think about my life and I think about where I'm at right now, that's absolutely true for me. Like people don't buy, people buy from me because of me, not because of what I sell. I could really be selling anything. I could be selling ice cubes and people will buy it. Why? Because they're buying because of me, not because of what I sell. And so, so obviously I'm in the financial literacy space, and I believe that it's because of me and who I am and who I've become and who I continue to become that draws people to say, hey, 1, hey, this is somebody that I know. Hey, 2, this is somebody that I trust. Those are 2 important keys when it comes to doing business. People do business with people that they know and people that they trust. So, so people are getting to know me, right? And then people are getting to trust me. And not only, and think about this, not only just trust me, they trust me with their dollars, and they're also trusting me with their children. That is a big honor that I have, a big responsibility that I take on for myself to be able to handle not only the money that I receive, which is, it is what it is, but it's really handling their children in this time of an hour or 2 hours that they are put in front of me. So I'm blessed and I'm honored to be in the position that I am, that people know me and people trust me. But I had to first know myself, and I had to first trust myself to be able to put myself out into the world, into the stratosphere to believe that it was possible for me. So are you like the little engine that could that says, I think I can, I think I can? And what is your self-talk? What are you saying to yourself throughout your day? Oh, look at Mr. B. Got a haircut. Look, what?
Hey, man. Hey, my mustache was not interrupted this morning, buddy. You know what? I'm cutting it off.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So what are you saying? You got to guard your self-talk. So if you find yourself in those moments where you might be saying some things to yourself that don't align with where you're trying to go, then you got to check yourself. You got to do a checkup from the neck up. You know, is what you're saying to yourself, is it true? Or is it just a moment that you're going through that you got to find a way to get back to the positive side of things to know that it is truly possible and that, yes, you can do it. Mr. Beatles, what we're talking about here is guarding your self-talk.
Oh, that's what we left off with last night. I mean, that's how we left off with yesterday morning.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going through the steps of building your self-image, and obviously the first step is to watch what you say to yourself, Mr. Beatles. That's
everything. You know, when you wake up in the morning, you look at yourself in the mirror. You know, what are the first things that you think about yourself? Start there. What are the first things that you think about yourself? You might say, I feel good this morning, or nah, I don't feel too good this morning. Then you start looking at your physical appearance. How do I look this morning? And you may or may not like the way that you look this morning. And there may be some spots, some wrinkles, some dimples, some lumps. You may want to lose some weight, gain some weight. You know, all these things matter when you're looking at yourself in the morning, because they determine what you're going to say next about yourself. So in order for you to develop a positive self-talk, you have to be working on the things that you know you can improve, and then work on your strengths. Work on your strengths mostly. The things that you know you're absolutely good at, the things that, you know, while you're improving the stuff that you need to improve, be enjoying the things that you're already winning at, and give yourself the credit for doing the small things. So maybe you got up this morning and you still got those dimples, those lumps, those wrinkles. However, you did work out last night. You gave yourself a good 20, 30, 45, an hour. You gave yourself some time yesterday. You meditated yesterday. You know, those wins, whatever those wins are, you got to put those in your bag, because those are important. That's the momentum that's going to keep you moving forward. And if you can't appreciate the small things, it's very difficult for you to, it's going to be very difficult for you to change.
Now, here's the deal, guys. I don't know. I know we got people all over the place right now, but it's morning time here. And so I believe that you set your day in the morning. So right now, for everyone that is here, I want you to write one positive thing about yourself in the comments below. Write one positive thing about yourself in the comments below. Let's start the day off great. Let's start the day off right. You know, maybe you're just getting the sleep out of your eye and you just, you know, woe is me. I don't know where you are. But let's start the day by writing something positive about ourselves right now. And that starts with an I am statement. I am what? What are you, Miss Raquel? What are you, Miss Noel? What are you, Mr. Patrick? What are you, Veda? I am what this morning, today. I'm motivated. You inspired. You got me going. I'm inspired. We're going to keep on going with this. Let's see how much we can get out, guys. Let's see how much y'all ain't beating me with the exclamation points. No. What are you this morning, Miss Raquel? What are you this morning, Miss Noel? What are you, Mr. Patrick? I am what? Got to start that positive day off. I'm wonderfully made. That's right, Mr. Beatles. Wonderfully made. I'm happy. How can you not be? You got to be happy, healthy, and happy. I am awesome. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about, Miss Noel. Waiting on you. We're going to wait. We're going to wait this far. We're waiting on you. I'm sorry. I got to type.
He couldn't type and talk at the same time. Developing that skill. You are supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. That's a lot of brain power right there. I get it.
So here's the deal, guys. Here's one thing that I say to people, man. It's so easy to fall into the mode of complaining or negativity, right? We live in a negative world. But once you get on the positive side of the track, it is so easy to get on fire because now you got it rolling. I am this. I'm incredible. I'm super. I'm awesome. I'm fantastic. Today's going to be an absolutely phenomenal day. See, once we started, it's like a spark and it just keeps going on and on. But you got to get it started, right? You got to get it started, right? And not only are you just saying, see, here's the thing about affirmations, guys. Sometimes you say it until you believe it, but I want you to get to a point where you believe it, so you say it. And repeat that again. Sometimes you say it to believe it, but I want us to get to the point that we believe it, so we say it. There is two distinct differences there. Believe it so that you say it. So anyway,
that's good. No, let's stay right there. All right. So believe it so that you can believe it so that you can say it. Believe it so that you can act it out. Believe it so that you can move, so that you can be truly in the moment. I was listening to Neville Garter, and I'll find the link and post it for you all today. But it was about a 24 minute clip on imagination, and he says that the imagination is the most powerful tool that we have, and it truly creates our reality. What we're challenged with is we tend to believe what already exists. And because we're believing in what already exists, there are limitations in what we can do. So if you look in your bank account today, you might not see $1 million in there. You might not. And $1 million is what you want, but because it's not there today, you believe that is your reality. You believe that what's in there today is your reality. But what he's saying is that imagination is so important. And that is the place where you create what he calls your workshop. Abraham Hicks, she talks about that as well. Creating your workshop, creating that space in your mind where you can truly see that picture, paint the picture so vividly in your mind that you start living from that new space. Let me say that again. In order for you to create the new world that you desire physically, you first have to create it in your mind and begin living from that new world in your mind. So if you want the new car, if you want the new business, if you want new relationships, you have to be able to see that you have to be able to enjoy that in your headspace first, so clearly, so vividly, that one day you look up and it's right there.
And you know what, Mr. Beal, let's talk about this for a second, because this is interesting. So there are some people that is here right now that will definitely understand this, right? Living in your future right now, not living in your future in the future, living in your future right now. Now, what does that look like? What does that feel like? So if you were right now to think about whatever it is that your worthy ideal, right? Does your worthy ideal, does it put a smile on your face? If so, are you smiling right now? Does your worthy ideal give you a sense of accomplishment? If so, do you have a sense of accomplishment right now? Does your worthy ideal, this thing that you're pursuing, this thing that you're growing, this thing that you are building, this person that you're becoming, does it give you a sense of fulfillment? And if so, do you have a sense of fulfillment right now? Now, why am I saying this? Because as you dream and imagine, this place that you are going, it becomes who you are right now, right? It's not something that's so far beyond yourself. It's actually who you are becoming right now. And so when we recognize that we are making progress towards our worthy ideal, then we have a sense of success. And hopefully that sense of success gives us that sense of fulfillment, gives us that sense of joy, gives us that happiness that we've been searching for in our life the whole time. So whatever it is that you have, your definite major purpose, your goal that you have set before yourself, your life mission, whatever it is for you, whatever feelings come along with that, I got to ask you, are you feeling that right now? Now, Veda is a good example. Veda had this dream and had this thing that she wanted to create. She started this new program that she's working on right now. I think it's coming up in a couple of months. And so I'm pretty sure that Veda right now, she's motivated right now. even though the thing won't happen for another couple of weeks. I'm pretty sure that she's feeling great on the inside because she got started. She's making progress towards that thing. I'm pretty sure she feels great right now. She's not going to just feel great when it happens. She's feeling great right now. I don't know. It's something Mr. Beals is telling us to talk about right now. Because I think sometimes we just imagine and believe that we can only feel this way when it comes or when it's done, instead of feeling whatever way throughout the process.
Yeah, I mean that is the key to it. So we have to become what we desire to attract. And currently today, you may have let's just say yesterday. Yesterday you may have had some failures. You may have had some challenges. Yesterday you didn't necessarily see the things that you are desiring. However, what's very, very important for us is that we're constantly progressing towards our worthy ideal. And so what's so powerful about that statement is that we must begin living from our worthy ideal every single day, living from our worthy ideal. So what that means is that if you are truly desiring to be successful, if you're truly desiring to be a motivator, a giver, a lover, all of these are the attributes, right? The attributes are what gets you the stuff in the end. You know, the stuff is kind of the byproduct of who you are and what you have become or what you're becoming. So if you want more love in the world, then you have to give it first. If you want more generosity, if you want more stuff coming to you, then you have to give more stuff in return. That might be your time, your talent, and your resources. You may say, well, Mr. Beatles, I don't have a bunch of money. Well, you have time. And if you don't have time, then you have talent. And if you don't have talent, then you probably have some resources, but you have to give first. You have to give from your abundance. In order for you to appreciate the abundance that's around you, the best thing for you to do is give from where you are. So becoming now, doing now what you want is the key. Doing now what you want is the key. So you want more love, you want more excitement, you want more generosity, you want more favor. Do it now.
So here's my question to our guests and our fans and people that will watch this later. Here's my question to you. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for?
You can't harvest what you don't plant. That's so good.
What are you waiting for?
Harvest what you don't plant. So if you want more love, you got to throw out more love seed. You want more action, you got to throw out more action seed. You want more friends, you got to throw out more friend seeds.
Absolutely, man. So we're going through the law of the mirror, and we're on to steps to building your self-image. So the first step was to guard your self-talk, and basically, again, you want to talk to yourself the way that you see yourself, man. If you need to learn to become your own cheerleader, your own encourager. Some people say, hey, I can't do this or I don't want to do this because I don't have the support. Become your own support. The support will come. I'm telling you, the support will come. Become your own cheerleader. Encourage yourself each and every day that you wake up. Start your day off right with positive things. It's so funny, man, because once I learned that I can actually control my own programming, my whole life really started to change, man. You know what I mean? When I start saying, hey, in the morning, I'm going to read instead of watch TV, because I know that TV has a whole bunch of negativity. I didn't want to start my day off with a whole bunch of negativity. I got to face it all throughout the day. So I said I have to take control of my own programming, and I need to program my own mind to attract the things that I want. Did I want negative things in my life? No. So I started programming myself to attract positive things into my life, positive people into my life. Man, take control of your own programming, man. You only got one life to live. Why live it on the negative side of the tracks?
There's this on, let me see if you have the PDF on, let me see on page 55 of the 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. It says that people are never able to outperform their self-image. The value we place on ourselves is usually the value others place on us as well. And so in order for you to be taken seriously in your whatever, in your craft, in your relationship, in your business, in your job, in your marketplace, you have to know that what you have is valuable. And the only way that you know that your stuff is valuable is when you give your stuff time. When you are constantly working on your craft every day, when you are really putting in the work. So again, this goes back to the now thing. So in order for you to provide value and then for people to see it as valuable, you have to first know that it is valuable. So that means that you may have to get out in the field today, this morning, and develop your thing. Develop your thing so that when you share it with the world, you're confident and you know that what you have is of value.
Absolutely. So let's talk about step number 2, man, which is where is it? Oh, here it is. Step number 2, which is you don't want to. We talked about guarding your self-talk. Step number 2 is to avoid comparing yourself to others. Stop comparing yourself to others. This can be a little difficult to do, right? Because we see a lot of maybe success in the world. We see a lot of people maybe in our field that may be doing well or appear to be doing well. And so I think that there's a difference between comparing and competing. Comparing and competing. When we compete, we're really not necessarily competing with other people. We're competing with our best self yesterday, right? So if you start competing with your best self yesterday and say, hey, I'm going to be better today than I was yesterday, then you can start to see like exponential growth, because now you're taking just yourself and what you do and what you provide, what you offer to another level. But when you compare yourself to others and saying that, hey, this person or this individual, this entity is doing better than me, or I'm not quite at that level just yet, that could be a little bit more of negative self-talk. That could be a place where you're trying to catch up to something that you don't really know the full story or how they got to where they got. So instead of comparing, I would say it would be prudent of us to do some research, right? How did they get to where they are right now? And have I done some of the things that they've done in order to be in the position that they're in? Or once we find out, is that something that I want to do, right? Because a lot of times we talk about keeping up with the Joneses, and the Joneses, quite frankly, most of the Joneses are broke. We just see a lifestyle that looks like they're living rich, but they're still living paycheck to paycheck, or they're living below their paycheck because they continue to overextend themselves with credit. But it's easy to look with our eyes and say, oh, that's how I want to be. But when we get to the real story, when we get underneath, when all of that flash comes off and we get the crux of what's going on, man, you find out, man, that's probably not how I want to live. I don't want to live that distressed life. I don't want to live that life that we're fighting over money all of the time, whatever the case may be for whatever entity that you're looking at. So stop comparing yourself to others and start seeing yourself as your best self. Mr. Beatles.
That's a good one as well. Stop comparing yourself. There's a difference between modeling yourself after success and comparing yourself to the success. There's a difference between modeling yourself after success and comparing yourself to the success. So life and or success leaves these clues or these breadcrumbs. And what we're doing today is we're taking the look. We're taking the breadcrumbs or the successes of somebody like a John C. Maxwell, who's written all of these incredible books. So he's an incredible author. He is he's a motivational speaker. He's a business guy. He's a life coach. You know, he's all these different accolades, and he's had successes in all of these things. Now, we could easily make the mistake and try to compare ourselves to John C. Maxwell, and say, man, you know, I'll never be as good as John C. Maxwell because look how much he's done. Comparing ourselves. What we are saying today is that if we model ourselves after the successes of a John C. Maxwell by taking the breadcrumbs and using his life examples as an opportunity for us to improve on who we are, then we have a case for our own success. Now we have the tools that we need in order to develop our own thing. And so I just posted a tag on Facebook which said, stop comparing yourself and start creating. Stop comparing yourself and start creating. So it's easy for us to get caught up in what somebody else has done and how much and how far they've gone. But we have to understand that you got to run your own race. You have to run your own race. You are at your own space in life, and it's okay for you to be there. Again, when we start appreciating what we have today, when you start understanding that there is value in what you already have, and then begin moving from that space, that beautiful space that you're in, you'll start seeing that your life will soon change and be the stuff that you want it to be. But you have to create your own celebrity first.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I say things like this to myself, man. Two of my big proponents of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, right? Those are just two on my Mount Rushmore of success, in my opinion. And for me, I say, there's only one Malcolm, there's only one Martin, but then there's only one ERGJ. And so right now in the comments below, that's what I want you to write. There's only one of me. There's only one of me, right? And the one that you are can do great things for this world. The one that you are can do phenomenal things, just like they were just human beings that had the willpower to do something great. And who's ever on your Mount Rushmore of success, there's only one of you. Why can't you have not only just that success, but the success that is geared for you to have, the impact that is geared for you to have? There's only one of you. And you itself inherently have skills, abilities, talents that this world needs. Are you exploring those skills, those talents, and those abilities? Are you bringing out the maximum that's within you so that you can be great? There's only one Martin, there's only one Malcolm, but there's only one ERGJ.
That's it. That's it. Man, so all right, so with let me see, it's 7:27. Let me do a quick roll call right quick. Let's see, we have the lovely Raquel on this morning. Social media SME, entrepreneur, creative director, freelance artist, Mr. Raquel, dancer and photographer. You got to join in. Hop and jump in one of these hot seats and let us see you this morning. We also have Noel Yarn, Noetically 213. What's happening? How are you this morning? Then we have Patrick at Smart Market SEO. You were here yesterday, man. Shout out to you, man. Thank you so much for joining in. We continue to bring new customer clients by implementing successful strategies that tap into the power of the web. And we have the poetess, Miss Veda, who's getting ready to put that show on, man. I'm excited about what your show is getting ready to be. I'm super excited about it. Like me being a poet myself, I get it. I've run I run a coffee house before when I was at Valdosta State, and then later on we ran a restaurant and a poetry spot on Wednesdays off of Mountain Industrial in Stone Mountain, and we did that for close to a year. But just amazing time, man. And the good thing is that it's art, so just do your thing. Nothing to be scared of. What's up, Patrick? Can anybody?
No voice coming in, Patrick.
No voice. No.
Static.
But now.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, there goes my headset. So I just came with a short shout out. I am phenomenal, and so are you.
Absolutely.
Nice. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
100 likes right there, all by itself.
Right. Let's get it.
Yeah, I'm phenomenal, and so are you, man. Be phenomenal today. Be awesome today. Be great today. And every day for the rest of your life. You only got one life to live. Why not be phenomenal at it?
Check. Yeah. So today is the day, man. Today's the day. Whatever it is that you want to do today, do more of it. What do you want to see more of today? And you go out and do more of it. Don't wait for it to come, because it's not going to happen like that. You have to do it first. So again, you want to see more smiling in the world. Guess what you have to do? You got to do more smiling. You want to see more money in the world, then you might have to give a little bit first. But whatever it is that you are desiring to see, do more of that today.
Well, let me. You want more money in the world? You want more money? Do you really want more money? Let me tell you what you need to do. You need to provide more service. You don't necessarily have to give more money. You need to provide more service. Value for value. You know, you guys know I can talk about this, the wealthy part of the show. Provide more service. Whatever that is that you do, provide more of it. Do more of it. Whatever that exchange is, you provide more service, you'll get more money. That's the bottom line. So it might be that you're giving money. That may be the service that you're giving. But what service is it that you're providing to others that they're going to benefit from? And then you do more of it. That's how you get more money in this world.
Provide more service.
Provide more service, create more value. That's what you do.
And there's no better service than what you guys are doing every morning here.
That's what's up. We appreciate that, Pat. Hey, man, it gives me so much joy that we can get up every morning and share like we do on a medium such as this. I mean, like, this is an incredible space. And what you start finding is that the world is not so different. And I think when we have these dialogues like this every morning, it just encourages me to know that what the media portrays and what real life really is, what you're really creating for yourself, are two different things, two vastly, vastly different things. And we have an opportunity every morning to create our world. And so we do that every morning, and then we go out into the world, and then we become incredible. And then we come back here the next day and say, man, I just did it. Bow.
Yeah.
Not only create your world, but influence others.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's
At
it.
the end of the day, guys, here's what I'm saying, man. Be your own media.
Yeah.
Be your own media. Be your own movie. Be your own screenplay. Be your own media. Be your own radio station. Be your own media.
Right. Your own paparazzi. Take selfies all day. Take selfies and Instagram videos and post them. Post them all day, man.
All right, Mr. Beals, man, you want to sign us out, man? It's been a great time here talking about the law of the mirror, steps to building your self-image. We'll pick back up here today. We got 10 steps to go through. We only got through 2, so hopefully we can make it through 6 tomorrow and then wrap it up on Thursday. Mr. Beals, sign us out, man.
All right, man. Well, today, do that thing. Sow more seed, add more value today in whatever space that is, and then we'll come back tomorrow and we'll talk about what kind of value you added today and how did that impact your world. Got it? Add value, see what it does. Come back and let's talk about it tomorrow. Man, it has been a wonderful day. We'll be back here tomorrow, 7 a.m. to 7:30 Eastern Standard Time on the Wealthy, Healthy, Happy Show. We are wealthy, we're healthy, we're happy, and we are out.
Have a great day, guys.
Have a great day.